Divided. This is going to be the place where we talk about the Cubs and the White Sox. So I'm a Cubs fan here. I am Daniel. I'm a Cubs fan.
And I'm a Sox fan. I'm his replacement. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Andy, and I'm also a Sox fan. Who's that other guy? Yeah, we'll never know.
And I just updated the title to episode. It's episode 5, actually. My bad.
Oh, dang.
1 second. 1 second. Andy, you just talk for now.
Okay, so how many South Americans does it take to change a light bulb? A Brazilian. But I'm Jing. I don't know
There we go.
jokes I have.
I'm back.
Are we good? Okay, good. I had no more jokes left in me.
Do you know why Noah didn't catch any fish? Because
Why?
he only had 2 worms. Okay. Anyways.
Boo.
Do you know why the White Sox Stadium is called Guaranteed Rate Field? Because Guaranteed Rate specializes on low interest.
No, it's because the owners are cheap, actually.
Low interest. Okay. So after the intro. Okay, we're back here at a podcast divided.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna be talking about the Cubs and the White Sox, as you probably realize. So we're just gonna hop right into our MLB rankings. Andy's gonna go, and I'm gonna go. We're currently at 21.
Oh, dang it! I need to pull out my logo maker. Wait, no, it's not logo maker. It's tier maker.
Tier maker. Yeah, I have all the list if you want me to put it, but yeah, I have like all our list, all our first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have our first 9 picks on here.
Okay.
If you want, I can put all of your picks. I'm gonna put all of your picks in.
No. Okay. So what are we on?
We're on 21.
21. Okay. I said the Kansas City Royals. I like a lot of their players. Okay, I'll admit that. Salvador Perez, I think he's pretty good. He's getting up there in age, though. Bobby Witt and Vic Pascantino, 2 very young studs. I like them a lot, but besides that, MJ Melendez is okay. But there's really no firepower for Kansas City right now. What about you?
For 22.
21.
21, right. I gotta think about this one. Let's see. Have I said the Pirates yet?
Yes.
I have. You're right.
Just say the Cubs and we'll move on.
I'm gonna say the Cardinals.
Oh, come on. The Cardinals, really, dude?
Cardinals are the most overrated team.
No, they're not, dude. No, they're not.
The Cardinals.
You're only saying that because you're biased.
The Cardinals are going to fall flat on their faces, and the Cubs are going to speed away with the division title and a World Series ring and a trophy.
I can't wait to see that happen. Okay. So number 20. I said the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They have 2 of the best players that we've ever seen, not just in our generation, but ever. They have 2 top 10 players ever. And they have a lot of other pretty good players, but they've never seemed to get it together.
Wait, who are we talking about?
The Angels.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, they've never really seemed to put anything together. They have pretty good off seasons, and not the best, but not the worst. But they still haven't made the moves to put them into a spot where they can contend. So bless you. It makes them pretty demotivated over time. So
yeah, I know.
I have to put them at number 20.
Okay. At number 20, I'm going to be putting the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, I actually pulled up an article about them to give some context about what other people think about them. So, according to this article, they have 2 distinct directions that they could go this year. they could either exceed expectations and make the playoffs or do really bad. Well, I agree with them. You see, they actually ranked 27th in bullpen war last season, and their reliever is supposed to have 4.59 ERA.
Dang, that's horrible.
They didn't improve anyone. Like, I don't think they really added any good players. They lost Xander Bogaerts. Yeah, pretty bad. I don't think they're gonna be
Yeah,
that
I
bad.
think their biggest addition would probably just be Justin Turner.
They did.
And that's really no help.
They got
Huh?
Justin Turner.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the Cubs were gonna sign him.
No, but speaking of the Cubs, they are my 19th spot on the list.
Hmm.
What do you think of that? Yeah, we think of that. Gives them in 19.
That's not.
I think it's a logical ranking. I think it's very feasible to have the Cubs at a mid to below mid range, where they're not going to make the playoffs, nor are they going to get a good draft pick, making their season a waste of a season, waste of a year, just like many of their other seasons as a franchise since their birth. They've made improvements, but it's still nothing to get them over the hump of mediocrity. So they're number 19.
Gotcha. For number 19, I'm actually surprised I haven't chosen them yet. I'm looking to see, and I'm surprised I didn't choose them yet. But the Baltimore Orioles.
Really? Okay. Underrating the Orioles.
Overrating?
No, you're underrating them.
Underrating. I mean, who else do they have? They lost Trey Mancini to the Cubs.
They have Mountcastle. I don't think they really need Trey Mancini.
Mountcastle is not even as good as Patrick Wisdom, who's going to be on the bench for us.
Oh, he's not. He's going to be in the outfield.
The outfield. He's a third baseman. Wisdom.
That's what they said because Seiya Suzuki's injured.
Suzuki should be back soon. It's only an oblique.
All right, well, whatever. I still don't believe you.
I'm gonna drink some high C fruit punch. Give me some more brain to talk about baseball.
Okay, whatever.
Logical baseball fans here, and then
the logical baseball fans putting the White Sox at number 30 just because you don't like them.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like the only good player on like the Orioles who's really like a prospect is Adley Rutschman, who underperformed last year. But I will say I looked up like some additions. They added Kyle Gibson and Adam Frazier, and they actually had an 83 win performance last year, and they might make the playoffs. I don't know. I still think they're over it, and they're gonna do a lot worse.
All right, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, but I'll disagree with you when I get to the Orioles. But for now, number was it 18? Yeah, 18 is going to be the Texas Rangers. I've never been too much of a Rangers fan.
I disagree.
But I've loved their additions in the past two off seasons, especially.
They've been improving so well. Yeah.
They have. They have so many good players. They have Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia. Now, to cap it off with their pitching, they have Jacob deGrom.
Ooh.
So I think they're going to be a mid team. Like without the past two off seasons, I would rank them probably around number 30, number 29. But now, they're not bad, but they're not good, so to say.
Okay, number 18, I'm going to pick the Angels. So they maybe deserve to be a little bit back, but they also definitely have some potential. And also, I feel like we would all like to see Mike Trout in the playoffs.
Agreed.
And I mean, they do have Ohtani, which is like two MVPs put together. We haven't seen since Babe Ruth. And a lot of interesting players. Let me see if any extra additions. I don't know. They spent a combined $90 million on 6 new players. But they don't even list any of those. So I don't even know if relevant to this article. And then they do say they might have Anthony Rendon.
They do, yeah, but he's pretty washed.
Yes. And then also it says they have an underrated starting rotation. I don't know about that one. Angels starting rotation. Give me a second. I want to see if the article is telling the truth. I mean, they do have obviously Otani.
Yep.
Do they have anyone else? Starting rotation. Shohei Otani. Why does it say Mike Trout? That's not right. I'm looking
here.
For
I got it for you.
Pitcher.
I got it. Shohei Otani, Tyler Anderson, Patrick Sandoval, Jose Suarez, Tucker Davidson, and Reed Detmers. That's not a horrible rotation.
Who is the second guy again?
Tyler Anderson.
Yeah, wasn't he on the Braves or?
No, he's that veteran from the Dodgers.
Oh, right. Okay, sounds good. Well, number 17?
17. I put the Miami Marlins.
Ooh,
yeah. I like their additions this year. But like, I don't know. I don't really have that much like hope for the Miami Marlins to do anything, especially in the pack division that they are. It's just gonna be a waste of a year, and I'm not excited to really see them. And if you're a Marlins fan, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Obviously, it's super exciting to watch people like Jazz Chisholm and Sandy Alcantara, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on number 17 because I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Marlins again. So,
again.
Yeah, like not again. I mean, like as you just like what you said. I'm gonna agree with that. So,
Okay.
I have some stuff to say though. So first of all, Jazz Chisholm got the Jazz. Okay, I don't even
what about it makes you giggle?
I don't know why I said that. I don't know if that even makes sense. But their division, as you said, pretty stacked, like you said. Braves, Mets, Phillies, Nationals are dead. But everyone's like a World Series contender except for the Nationals and the Marlins. Last year, the Marlins won 69 games. Why do you rate the Cubs below them when the Cubs won like 8 more games and improved way more? I don't understand that, to be honest, from you, but
because I have zero faith in the Cubs. Okay, next.
Not logical. Not logical. Number 16.
Not logical. Okay, yeah, just hypocrite. Okay. The Boston Red Sox. Yeah, no, they've been a team in contention for a long time, but also for a long time they've been slowly dwindling down and down and down and down and down. And now it's to the point where they're not contenders anymore. They're just a baseball team, and and they're not really doing anything to help with their situation. So I put them at number 16 for that reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with for number 16, the Minnesota Twins. So I thought about this a little bit, and the Twins actually won 78 games last year, which is like about Cubs level. Now, obviously, the Cubs I haven't selected the Cubs yet, but I think the Cubs are going to be better because of their additions. And if you look at the Twins, most people would be surprised if I told them Carlos Correa's stats for last year. He had the shockingly and undercover amazing season last year. Like, let me tell you, Carlos Correa's season. Carlos Correa's stats. I actually just put Carlos stats and I got this criminal. Okay. Yeah. Here. No, I put Carlos Cisnero, and I got a footballer, Mexican footballer. Correa.
Wow.
Catre. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. I got Correa. He batted 291 with 22 home runs. His best batting average since 2017. And we all know what happened in 2017.
Nothing.
Trash cans.
Oh, yes, the trash cans.
Why was his best season in 2017? The trash cans.
Trash cans.
And last year was his best season since the cheating. So, I mean, I feel like he helped them a lot. And most people don't realize that him leaving is a big. Wait, did he go back to the Twins?
No one even knows. I think he did.
Wait, so all I just said was pointless.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, number 15. I said. I said the Tampa Bay Rays. You got nothing else to do now with those Twins. You got to keep them there. Okay, so anyway, number 15, Tampa Bay Rays. I think Tyler Glasnow's injured. Yep, I think Tyler Glasnow's injured for the season, so that brings a big dent to the pitching staff. Obviously, McClanahan's arguably the best pitcher in the American League, but really, there's like not much going on in Tampa Bay where I can say that they hold up against even their division rivals like the Blue Jays and the Yankees. Are you still laughing at that buffoonery that you put on?
Yes.
Okay, and who's your number 15?
On MLB baseball team.
Yes.
Which is the Cleveland Guardians.
Oh, wow, okay.
I think the White Sox division is pretty weak, and even if they were to win their division, it would not be because they are good. It's because their division was bad. And part of that is the Guardians, part of that is the Twins, and there are even more players, more teams that are horrible. So, Indians.
All right, then.
That's the Guardians. My bad. Who else is in your division? The Royals, right?
Yeah, Royals, Tigers, Twins,
Tigers,
Guardians, and
they're all in my 15 to 30. They're all in my worst players list. They're all horrible.
They're not players; they're teams.
Oh. Welcome to Watch Daniel show. God.
Yeah. Welcome to Daniel Gaffs. All right, we're just gonna shut you up before you have another episode. Number 14, I said the St. Louis Cardinals. Their team is, in my opinion, destined to win the NL Central. I mean, they really don't have any competition, like none at all, especially in Chicago. And it's and because they really don't have much competition, they're gonna have a lot of division games, obviously, so that they can rack up those dubs, and then they could just be a contender. They could be in the playoffs, and that's where I think that they're gonna end up in the playoffs. So that's why the Cardinals are number 14 on my list.
Okay. For number 14, I am gonna be going Tampa Bay Rays, which you put at I think you put them at 15, so we're actually pretty close on this. So first of all, the Rays, would you say they're a good team this year? Like good, beyond good, nothing. Yeah. Well, why would you say the Cubs are a good team this year?
No.
That is illogical.
Oh, no, you are such a goofball. You know that? Okay.
Last year, the Rays won 86 games.
No one cares. The Cubs are perpetually mediocre.
The Cubs last year won 74 games.
So that's a 12-game difference. That's big, dude. That's a large gap.
But here's the thing. If the Cubs...
Also, you guys lost out on Contreras.
If the Cubs... Contreras is overrated. So anyway,
yeah.
if the Cubs...
Sure, if he stayed, you tell me he's the best catcher, and you know it.
I know it. So the Cubs, if they had played like they did at the end of the season last year when they were actually playing really good, they're around 500, like 81 games, 81 last year. This year, I think they added more than 5 wins. So I think they're over 86 wins this year. Easy money. Bet your money on the Cubs.
Dude. Okay, number 13. I don't want to. Okay, Minnesota Twins. They're a good team. They're a good team. I don't know because obviously they're a really good team on paper, but once you put them like once you get them together and watch them play, they're good, but they're not great. It's kind of a mess of things. You go through a lot of injuries, especially with like Buxton, Correa last year.
Did you just say Buxton?
Okay, so yeah, the Twins number 13. What about you? Yes, that is my favorite team. I would agree with you on that rank.
To be honest with you,
very proper rank.
I'm gonna have to go, and this is pretty painful, but I just don't think that this team is good enough to be ranked any higher. The Seattle Mariners. I think they're a great team, but I just don't think that they match any of like the top tier level teams that exist. Like, I feel like they're definitely like a wild card team, and then especially with the 2 wild card spots per league. So I definitely think they get to be in the wild card like last year.
Sure.
And like they might make a run, but they're not a top tier team. So that's my 13.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I am going to go for the number 12 pick with the Baltimore Orioles. They have a good team and they have a young team. That's what you need to win games. That's how Cleveland got to the playoffs. And
that's how the Cubs will.
No. You guys are old. So, but yeah, no, I think that's how the Orioles. I don't think they're gonna go to the playoffs per se, but just because of their stacked division, ergo the Blue Jays and the Yankees. But yeah, I think they're gonna be a good team. They have Mullins, they have Frazier, they have Rutschman, and they have a lot of good players. And I think this team is going to click this year. Gotcha. So what about you?
I'm going with the Phillies.
What?
Mm-hmm. They're mid.
The Phillies. You're putting the Phillies at number 12. Spoiler alert, I'm putting them at number 1.
I think the Cubs are way better.
Oh, come on, dude. You're such a goofy fellow.
I mean, they won 89 games last year. They snuck into the World Series, and they weren't ready for it. They weren't ready to play a real baseball team in the Astros. And also, another reason why the Cubs are better The Cubs swept them at the end of the last year when the Phillies were trying to beat the Brewers for the wild card spot, and the Cubs swept them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, brew Phillies there. The Cubs swept you guys, and you guys just made the playoffs by one game. But to the Brewers, and the Brewers, let me remind you, they lost to the Brewers. Where did you rank the Brewers? You ranked them at 27. They lost to the 27th team. They almost lost a wild card race last year to the 27th
Harper was
team.
injured.
According to you.
Harper was injured.
Harper hit home runs in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he was injured. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, so if he's not injured, he's hitting 500 with 57 home runs.
Exactly. But he was injured. Okay, anyway, I don't want to hear enough of this tomfoolery from you. So I'm just going to move on to number 11, which is my Chicago White Sox. In my opinion, the Chicago White Sox are a huge question mark, and it all depends on how they start their season. Will their pitching staff be up to par? Will their new coach slash coaches question mark? Yes, you know question. Will their new coach slash coaches do the job? And dude, sad sex, please just stop. Two Cubs are not better. Okay, so yeah, will the hitters be good? And it also all depends. Get some baseball knowledge, man. Serious Loy. Can you just let me talk, please? Okay, so it also all depends if injuries. I'm sorry. You're sorry. You shut up. Okay. So, you go.
Oh.
Number 11.
Number 11. Wait, who did you select again?
The White Sox.
Okay. And number 11.
You just made a whole speech about how they're bad.
We're just outside of the top 10.
Yeah, just outside of the top 10. That's what number 11 is.
I'm going to be putting the Blue Jays.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because I feel like the Blue Jays are not as good as a lot of people think. I think they're overrated more than you think. I mean, like, for example, the Blue Jays, I'm reading about this. It's according to this article, and I quote, the Blue Jays may have made the most meaningful unit change with the way they added balance to a lineup that has been stacked with right-handed hitters. The lineup's not stacked, and it's not good. It's bad. They signed Brandon Belt, who's probably 50 years old. Probably signed.
That's true, yeah.
Kiermaier is going to bat 150. Two good players.
Bar show, though.
Two good players, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette. Besides that, they're mid. That's why they're 11, because of a few good players. 11. Now, number 10. From Andy!
Do you want to do the top 10 tomorrow, or do you want to do number 10 right now? And number 9 and stuff. Do you want to just crank that out right now?
Crank out now if you can.
All right, I got you. Number 10, the Seattle Mariners. I think that they are going to be one of two wildcard teams for the American League. They're a really good team. They have good pitching. They have good hitting. They have good defense. Everything about them is good.
Wait, which team?
I love Julio Rodriguez. I call him Uncle Julio.
Oh, Mariners.
Yes. I love their new addition of Teoscar Hernandez, who actually got some traction. Yeah. And I mean, I'm liking how they're setting up things right now in Seattle. So that's why I put them at number 10.
Okay. Let's get to number 10.
Yes.
Let's do it. Number 10 for me is going to be what you probably don't see. It's going to be
Who's it
the
gonna be?
Padres. No,
No.
it's not. It's not the Padres, my bad. It's the Dodgers.
Oh, shot, dude. Actually, maybe, but like, no, maybe, no, maybe, no.
No, maybe, yes. I'll give
Yeah, I
you
don't
a-
know if I trust the guy who puts the White Sox at 30 and the Phillies at, what was it, 12? All right, go
Look,
ahead with your
it's
cacophonous
logical.
argument here.
Look, the Phillies almost lost out to the wild card to the team that you said were 27th last year. Or this year, or whatever. They're still, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
But also, one more thing about the Dodgers. I really lose faith in them after seeing them drop the series to the Padres last year. That's sad. I was going to say the Padres, but then I realized who lost that series? The Dodgers. And although anything can happen in the playoffs, I do believe that the Cubs were the best team in 2016 because they won in the playoffs. And yeah, I don't know why I said that, but anyways.
Yeah, everything was back to the Cubs. Okay, so
It was meant to be.
it was not meant to be.
It was like it will be this year.
It was extremely lucky. That whole
We had the best team in the
Game
National
7
League.
that
We got
whole
the
Game
power. We
7
got the
was
speed.
extremely lucky for you guys.
So
Extremely lucky.
So clap your hands and stomp your feet and
Oh,
go
jeez, not this stupid cringe
and go.
song
Come
that
on
all
down
the
to
that
Wrigley
all the little
Field.
third grade Cubs fans would sing to me every single day of my life.
We're singing.
Okay,
Go
so
Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go!
number 8. I said that. Will you just shut your pie hole? Thank you. Okay, number 8. I said the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians, they have a good team. Jose Ramirez is a stud. Andres Jimenez, love the guy. Steven Kwan, probably going to be pretty good. Shane Bieber, very good. Emmanuel Clase, arguably the best reliever in the league of the MLB. And I think, they got a young team. I love Oscar Gonzalez, too, because of, especially his walk-up song. It's very awesome. And yeah, it's the Cleveland Guardians, really good team. I have faith in them making the playoffs and representing the AL Central in the playoffs. So, what about you?
Well, first of all, I would just like to make a note.
Joke? Yeah, you guys do that a lot, don't you?
No, joke.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a note. That
All right.
remember, because of the new playoff rules, I believe the top 15 teams make it to the playoffs or something.
I think it was 14.
14, yeah. So, remember, if anyone in our top 14 is a playoff team, remember that. 14 is still the playoffs. So,
yeah, so you guys still in the playoffs on my list.
So by you putting the White Sox in 11, you're secretly putting the White Sox in the playoffs, and you put the Cubs at 19. So, anyways,
because I think they're better.
Well, I still haven't said the Cubs. Just remember that.
Yeah, I know, because you're a fanatic. But whatever. I can't wait to see where you put them and who number 8 on your list is.
Okay, number 8. No, we're on number 9 still.
Oh yeah, my bad. Number 9.
Oh, okay, you're good. Number 8 is the Rangers.
9. You put the Rangers at number 9.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't wait to hear this cacophony of yours. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. So the Rangers were a secretly really good team last year. Really good. Let me tell you their standings last year. They were really good. Really good.
And why didn't they make the playoffs?
Because the Cubs were also really good. We just didn't make the playoffs.
Wrong league too, buddy. The Cubs are not really good.
Oh my goodness, that's not good. The Rangers won 68 games and almost lost 100 times.
Yeah, secretly a good team.
Oh my
Secretly a good team, my hindquarters, dude.
However, additions are telling me that improvement is coming so strong and it's coming so fast, like something really fast.
Like a fast thing.
Like a fast thing, yes. It's coming
No
fast
way.
like a fast thing. Because let me tell you.
Walking the fast lane. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So they got Corey Seager 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yep. 2 years.
Then they have also signed. Let's see.
They signed Jacob DeGrom and that's
Jacob
it.
DeGrom. He does good. He pitches to a .5 ERA. The Rangers are in the playoffs. Marcus Semien, and yeah, I think they're definitely actually a really good farm system too. And I feel like they're definitely in contention. And don't sleep on them because they're going to be in the playoffs before you know it.
Well, I'm sleeping on them. Okay. Number 8. I said the New York Mets. Even though that they have an awesome baller team on paper. Whatever that was. Yeah, even though they have a baller team on paper, they're basically like the Cubs of New York, which means they choke. And they've been choking every single year. And I don't think this year is going to be different. So that's why I have the Mets at number 8.
So you're saying choking is being number 8 in the MLB?
Yeah, I mean the Mets on paper probably should be like number 2 or 3.
So this would be the fourth seed in the NL. That's not choking. Well, by the way, let me play Edwin Diaz's song. Yay! Let's go.
What is this? Okay,
Yes.
Anyway, I gotta go right now, so
Okay, that's not choking.
Okay, goodbye everybody.
Wait, what's my number 8 team?
The Cubs, probably. Okay, bye.
They're not the Cubs, they're the Mets too. I agree with
Cool.
you. Okay.